is how you prepare yourself for Christ when they return. All right.
Blessed are they that do his commandments, that they may have right to the tree of life.
That they may have right to the tree of life. Go ahead.
And may enter in through the gates into the city.
And through the gates of the kingdom of heaven. Go ahead.
For without are dogs.
So without those that keep the commandments of what?
Are dogs.
There's dogs. Go ahead.
And sorcerers.
And sorcerers. Go ahead.
And whoremongers.
And whoremongers. Go ahead.
And murderers.
And murderers. Go ahead.
And idolaters.
And idolaters.
And whosoever loveth and maketh a lie.
And whosoever loveth and maketh a lie. Those are the ones that will not receive the kingdom of heaven. Only those that keep the commandments. Give me 14 and 12. Revelation 14 and 12. Only those that keep the commandments, right, are preparing themselves for Christ's return. And those that say when he returns, they know he's going to look like this. They know that this is an image that was put up by Satan to deceive them. That's what you got to realize. It all starts up here. The preparation starts up here first. Once you prepare yourself, then you can get the attire and the dress. But they're not teaching you this in your churches. Well, you've been standing for about 20 minutes, 30 minutes. We're taught you probably more right now than you've been going to church all your life. But yet, when you go tomorrow, it's going to sound good, it's going to make you feel good, but you're not going to learn anything. Go ahead.
Revelation chapter 14, verse 12.
Go ahead.
Revelation chapter 14, verse 12. Here is Revelation chapter 14, verse 12. Here is the patience.
It said, here is the patience. Why? Because we want Christ to come today, but we got to have patience. And patience meaning what? It's going to it may take a while, but you got to have patience. You can't stray off doing the right thing. Go ahead.
Of the saints.
Of the saints, which you are. Both of y'all are. Y'all the saints of the Heavenly Father. Go ahead.
Here are they that keep the commandments.
It says, here are they that keep the commandments. Give me all the
of Yahweh.
Here are they that keep the commandments. It always come back to that. This is the New Testament. It said, here are they that keep the commandments of the Heavenly Father. Go ahead.
All right. And keep his commandments.
Okay.
All right. Here are they that keep the commandments. And the faith of Yahweh shine.
Here are they that keep the commandments and the faith, meaning that we know he's going to come. See, it says this. Faith is an evidence of things hoped for, the substance of things not seen. By keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, that's faith. Because we don't know if we're going to get the blessings or not, but according to faith and the scriptures, we realize that we are going to get this. You understand? That's what the faith is. Go ahead.
Deuteronomy chapter 6, verse 25. It shall be our righteousness.
This shall be your righteousness. Go ahead.
If we observe to do all these commandments.
It said if we observe to do all of these commandments. Okay.
Before the Most High our
power.
power.
The Heavenly Father. Give me 28:1. It says this shall be our righteousness if we keep the commandments. Max, one more question. I know you got to go. Why did we go to slavery? Why did we go through slavery?
Why do we put up with it?
Why did we go through slavery?
Why did we go through it?
Yes. Why do the people of Ecuador do not control Ecuador right now? Do you know? Why do the majority of Barbados, which are the Barbadians, those who have Negro descent, why they don't own nothing in Barbados? But yet you got the British down there and they running that show. Why is that? You know? Give me Deuteronomy 21.
Deuteronomy chapter 28.
He from one West 21.
Yeah, when he finished speaking.
Deuteronomy 28 verse 1. It shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Most High, thy power, to observe to do all his commandments.
There you go again, all the commandments. Coming back to it. All the commandments.
Which I command thee this day, that the Most High, thy power, will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
This is Deuteronomy 31:16. It said that the Lord said that we kept the commandments, right? When we went into the land of Israel, that we kept the commandments, he will set us on high above every nation on the face of this planet. These people right here, let's on this side. Well, eventually, something happened along the line. Because, we don't own anything. People own us. We are the property of the British or the property of the American government. We don't even own ourselves. You're nothing more than property. It says in the Constitution here in America that a black man is 3/5 of a man. Right? Do you know that? It says 3/5 of a man equal to an animal. We're no different than an animal. We are the equivalent in America as an animal.
And all these blessings shall come upon thee.
The Lord said, all the blessings that we kept the commandments shall come upon us. Okay?
And overtake thee.
And overtake thee. Okay?
If thou shalt hearken unto the voice of the Most High thy power.
But this is what the Heavenly Father told Moses, 31:16.
Deuteronomy chapter 31, verse 16.
Go ahead.
And the Most High said to Moses, behold, thou shalt sleep with thy father.
The Lord said, Moses, you're going to sleep with your fathers. Do you see them people over there? Go ahead.
And this people will rise up.
These people are going to rise up. Go ahead.
And go a-whoring.
They go a-whoring. Go ahead.
After the gods of the strangers.
Which are Sunday worship. The reason why you go to church on Sunday, because we went a-whoring after the worship of our slave masters. Our slave masters went to church on Sunday. We went to church on Sunday after our slave masters. And we do it to this day. The Egyptians worship the sun god, which is Ra. When you go to Rome, you go to all these different these pagan religions. Even Christmas is a pagan religion. Even Christmas, did you know that? Christ was not born on December 25th.
That's right.
Christ was born in the springtime around there.
That's right.
When you go to Jerusalem. Did you know that? When you worship Easter, like you did last month, that's worshiping the moon god. Did you know that? So all these different things, you say, I'm keeping the commandments, I'm doing the right thing, but you didn't realize by celebrating Christmas. Let's get that real quick. Give me that. Jeremiah the 10th chapter. You didn't realize by celebrating Christmas, you're worshiping Satan. Mother's Day is coming up. That's worshiping the Queen of Heaven. Did you know that? Mother's Day represents Semiramis. Semiramis go back to the Babylonian Empire. Semiramis, when she died, was worshipped as a god. And she was worshipped as the Queen of Heaven. When you worship Islam, the word Allah comes from the word Allah, which comes from the crescent moon god.
Right.
All they do is they worship the crescent moon. Right. When you go into Islam.
Right.
I mean, all these different religions always goes all the way back either to the moon or to the sun god, which is a man and a woman, which is Semiramis and Nimrod. You heard of Nimrod in the Bible, right? Nimrod was born December 25th. That's who you celebrate. You celebrate another man or another God's birthday in the Bible. That's why you have to learn the truth and get away from some of them lies, and you want Christ to come back in your life and save you. Give me that in Jeremiah 10th chapter.
Jeremiah chapter 10, verse 1. Hear ye the word which the Most High speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Thus saith the Most High, and Lord, learn not the way of the heathen.
The Lord said, learn not the ways of the heathen.
And be not dismayed at the signs of heaven.
It said, be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, which is what? A meteorite or the red moon. So let's don't be dismayed at the signs of heaven. So the Lord is the one, we once knew what those signs meant, but we don't have that no more. So Lord, so don't be dismayed. Okay.
For the heathen are dismayed at them.
Okay.
For the customs of the people are vain.
It said the customs of America and throughout the world are vain. Go ahead.
For one cutteth a tree out of the forest.
In order to celebrate Christmas, you need what? A Christmas tree, right? Where you go get that Christmas tree from? The forest. Either you get a fake one, or you go in the forest, you go get that Christmas tree. Or you buy it from the corner. Go ahead.
For one cutteth a tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of the workman, with the axe. They decked it with silver and with gold.
So when you take that Christmas tree, right? You buy that Christmas tree, and what? You put it in your house, you take it with what? Silver, and you take it with gold. Put a little star on the top. Then you plug it up, and it lights up. Sometimes you take popcorn, you put that little star to the popcorn, you put it around there, you set it around, you say, oh, celebrate Christmas now. I'm in the spirit, I feel good now. Now you put gifts on this. Back then they put the gifts. They said the spirit of Nimrod resides in these trees. If you don't worship these trees, the spirit of Nimrod is going to come back and consume you. And that was around December 25th. When you check out the shortest day of the year is between December 17th and the 21st, which is the winter solstice, right? Or they call it Santinella. That was the original name of it, Santinella, or the winter solstice, right? And what happened, because it was the brightest day of the year, the sun was at its brightest, right? And the day was at its shortest, they worshiped the sun. So what happened, they took that pagan religion, and in 330 AD, 325 AD, Constantine instituted Christmas into Christianity. That started in 325 AD. Go ahead, read on.
All right. They deck it with silver and gold.
They said they deck it with silver and gold like they do right now. Right now, we can't afford silver and gold, so we get that little fake stuff. We wrap it around the tree. Go ahead.
And they fastened it with nails and with hammers.
They now fasten it with nails and hammers. How do you do? Now they got like Christmas stands. You put it in a stand, and you put it down so nobody, and say, don't go too close, don't knock it over. But back then, we used to take that tree, not us, but people took that tree and they nailed it to the floor. So what? Go ahead.
That it move not.
That it move not. Go ahead.
They are upright as the palm tree.
Now the palm tree goes like this, but now we use the evergreen, the fir tree. Right, go ahead.
They speak but speak not. They must needs be born.
Well, because they looked at these trees as gods. They said they speak not, but they must need be born. What? I mean, you got to plant it. Go ahead.
Because they cannot go.
They cannot go. Go ahead.
Be not afraid of them.
We were afraid of them because that was a myth back then. That if we didn't put gifts or gold on that tree or under the tree, that spirit was going to come back and consume us. But the mind is simple, right? If you control the mind, you control the body. And we were simple back then. And what happened? We were so afraid of what Nimrod did because he was a mighty hunter that we did those different things. And this American custom was not really here in America until like around 1920. Around that time, that's when it started being picked up again. But we still do the Sunday worship. We do the Easter worship, which is the third, which was last month. We do Mother's Day and Father's Day. That's all sun worship. Unknowingly. Just like even Halloween. You know what Halloween represents, right? I mean, that represents the fire god Molech. On that day, that's a heavy sacrifice day, but a lot of kids died during that day. But yet, we tell our kids to go around and bake for kids. You can't say that. We do that. You understand? I did that when I was a kid, ignorantly. I ran around, knocked on people's doors and baked for candy. And they did that during that period of time, too. That if you didn't do certain things, they played tricks on you. That's why it says trick or treat. If you didn't give them a treat, then we played tricks on you. Same thing with April Fools. April Fools, April 1st is the beginning of the new year. What happened, they switched April 1st from being the beginning of the new year to January 1st. And they called everybody that kept April Fool's Day as fools. They played tricks on them. That's where April Fool's Day comes from. See, now you're supposed to learn all this stuff in your churches.
That's right.
Right. That's right.
What you learn right here, don't take our word for it. You understand?
Right.
Go home and look up Constantine, right, in the Council of Nicaea. In 325 AD, what he did, he changed the Bible around. The Bible was consisted of many more books than this, but I believe it was something like 50 books they took out of the Bible and they destroyed. And then when you go to the in 1885, they took other books out, which explain more on how the Jews get rich, how the Negroes are the real Jews, and how the children of Israel is those of Negroid Indian descent. They explained a little bit more, but what happened? They designed the Bible, right, during those councils, Council of Trent, Nicaea, and so on, to make the Bible look like Christianity, to make the Bible into the Trinity, that Christ didn't have a father or mother. But you knew that, right? There's another one, that Christ was not born. If Christ was born just like me and you. He wasn't born through an immaculate conception. That's a lie that was taught in 1885 about the immaculate conception. Look that thing up. You know, like I said, don't take our word for it. Go home. And then judge what your pastors tell you, and then judge with the Bible. Give me that John, 1 John, the 4th chapter before they leave. 4:1. Give me John 4:1 real quick.
1 John chapter 4 verse 1.
Okay.
Beloved, believe not every spirit.
And it said, beloved, believe not every spirit. Meaning us, we're spirits right now. The words we speak are spirits. Hold on, give me John 6:63. Go ahead. Read that again.
Beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirits whether they are of the Most High.
It said, try the spirit. You're supposed to try what I say, if it's true or not. Scripture says, prove all things. Try the spirit.
John chapter 6, verse 63.
Go ahead.
It is the spirit that quickeneth
It is the spirit that quickeneth. Go ahead.
the flesh, profited nothing.
Go ahead.
The words that I speak
The
unto
words
you,
that we are speaking, go ahead.
they are spirit.
They are spirit. They're what?
They are
Now
spirit.
read what you got.
Beloved, believe not every spirit.
So it said the words that Christ speaks are spirit. So you got to go home, you and your wife, your girlfriend, and go home and say, you know what? Let's go see these guys and tell the truth. Because you can come back out here, you come with all kinds of scripture challenges. But what you're going to find out, according to the Bible, it's about the commandments first. Commandments consist of Christ. Christ. That's who you love, right? That's who you go to church to worship and serve, right? That's what it boils down to. Christ said, if you love me, you do what? You keep the commandment. Give me that in John 14. John 3. John 14. Christ said, you are my friend. 14.
John chapter 14, verse 15. If ye love me, keep my commandments.
Christ said, if you love me, what you do, right? So what do you got to start doing? Now give me 15, 14.
John chapter 15, verse 14. Ye are my friends.
Christ said, ye are my friends. Go ahead.
If ye do whatsoever I command you.
If ever I command you, go back to 14. Go ahead.
John chapter 14, verse
And
15.
you want to be Christ's friend, right? What did he command us to do? Go ahead.
If ye love me, keep my commandments.
They said, if you love me, keep my commandments. That's it. That's how you worship, and that's how you prepare yourself for the return of Christ. Keeping the commandments, acknowledging Christ as being your Lord and Savior, right? For being a dark-skinned man with great woolly hair. And then when he returns, it says, give me 7:38. John 7:38. John 7:38.
Our ancestors worship. They kill us in the street.
John 7:38.
Get away with it.
John chapter 7, verse 38.
What's the white man?
He that believeth on me.
So now you believe that Christ is a dark-skinned man with white woolly hair, right? And that he told us to keep the commandments. So he that believeth on me, go ahead.
As the scripture hath said,
So if you believe in Christ, as the scripture has said, go ahead.
out of his belly shall flow rivers of living water.
Which is wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Now give me 8:32.
John chapter 8, verse 32.
Go ahead.
And ye shall know the truth.
So now that you know the truth, that Christ looked like this, and Christ don't look like this. So now you stood here for about 30, 45 minutes, and you found out the truth. You found out the truth that you got to keep the commandments, that your pastor's not teaching you things. That's how when Christ returns, that's how you're going to stand there and die. Don't you know Christ, when he returns, is going to use those that keep his commandments as great warriors? Did you know that? Give me Jeremiah 51:21. Read that.
And the truth shall make you free.
It said the truth is going to make you free. Right now, you're supposed to be right now freed up in the spirit. That's what's going to make you free. Not going to a church on Sunday and say, I'm saved. The Lord said, he that endures unto the end shall be saved. Read that. Jeremiah 51:21.
Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 21.
Give me 20.
Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 20.
Okay, read that. Let me show you this. I know you're cold. I got to go after this.
Thou art my battle axe and weapons of war.
The Lord said, thou art my battle axe and weapons of war. This is what Christ got prepared for you. That's why I say, ears have not heard, nor eyes have seen what the Lord has prepared for you. He said, what? Thou art
my battle axe and weapons of war.
Read on.
For with thee will I break in pieces the nation.
The Lord said, with you, you're going to break in pieces the nation. Those that's not keeping the laws and the commandments, Christ is going to use you to go down to Ethiopia and say, why y'all not keeping the commandments? And you're going to do them. You're going to go down to China and Japan and Korea. And you're going to set order back in this world. It's not going to be, this is going to be the story. We go up to the heavens, we flap our wings, and we stand around and say, how are you today? I'm okay, brother. No. Hold on, read on.
And with thee will I destroy kingdoms.
The Lord said, with you, he's going to destroy kingdoms. Does that sound like going up into the heavens and living peacefully? No, it sounds like when Christ came, he said, with you I'm going to do these things. Go ahead. All right.
And with thee will I break in pieces the horse and his rider.
Go ahead.
And with thee will I break in pieces the chariot and his rider.
Go ahead.
All right. With thee also will I break in pieces man and woman.
Man and woman. The Lord said, with you he's going to do these different things. got to prepare yourself right here. Right? You got to get your mind ready for when Christ comes. That's why he says your body should be changed in the twinkling of an eye. He's going to make the weakest of us like David. And he said the mightiest of us like an angel. You got to look into those different things. It's going to be, that's why it says 144,000 is going to govern the earth. But after the 144,000, the Lord said we're going to be like the sand of the sea, that you can't be numbered. You can number 144,000, but under the 144, by millions of us. 2/3 are going to die. 2/3 of us is going to die. Understand that. 1/3 is going to make it out of this, out of America. And what? That 1/3 is going to receive. You know the blessings that's going to come from the Heavenly Father? It's going to be beyond. But it's going to be right here on earth. Go home and read the book of Isaiah, the 60th, the 60th and the 61st chapter. It tells you, it says the gates are going to be open continuously from what the nation is going to be bringing into Jerusalem. Continuously. It said the king is going to be putting our kids on their shoulders. It said a child shall die 100 years old. It's going to be, you can't even imagine. Everything that you see on TV about the desert land, desolate land is going to be a fertile land. That's the kingdom of heaven.
That's right.
Give me Isaiah 40. Give me Isaiah 40, 45:18. See, for you to say that the kingdom of heaven is going to be up there and the earth is going to be destroyed, it's saying that the world's the creation will fade. Go ahead.
Isaiah chapter 45, verse 18. But thus saith the Most High that created the heavens.
Okay.
The Most High himself that formed the earth and made it. Okay. He hath established it. Okay. He created it not in vain.
So the Lord didn't create the earth to destroy it. He said, I established the earth. And what is going to happen on the earth, righteousness is going to be played out. So before we go up there, which we will one day, we got to get it right here. You know the Lord's Prayer, right? I say, before you go, say it to me. Say the Lord's Prayer before you go.
Okay, so you got it.
It says, Our Father, come on, which art in heaven, holy be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done where? Thy will be done on earth. There you go. Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. That's where it's going to be right here on earth. I know it's cold, you're going like this, but you got to go to the bathroom and you're shaking. But like I said, get something to eat. All right, get something to eat, but learn the truth. It says, ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. So I hope you got a little something understanding here, and I hope she got a little something. But learn the truth, because when you check it out, you're a prince, as a princess.
That's right.
According to the Bible. You're not niggas, you're not basement, you're not Ecuadorians. Those are names that was placed on you. According to the Bible, you're a prince. Prince of the power. You understand? All right, brother, that's how we do it. All right, have a good one, all right?